Number 53 says, a virus is running rampant through our high school. According to the school nurse, the number of students with the virus is increasing by 25% every week. If there are currently 240 students infected, in how many weeks will the whole student body have had the virus? Assume that there's approximately 1,600 students here at Senior High School. So to solve this type of a problem, the first thing we want to do is define our variables. So let's get over to our work paper. Here we have number 53. So let's start by defining x to be the number of weeks since the start of the epidemic or the start of the virus spreading. So we will let x equal number of weeks since start of epidemic. And we'll say at the start there were 240 students infected. And let's let y be equal to the number of students infected with the virus. Okay, so we've got our variables defined. So now let's see if we can get an equation written from this. So we know that the starting value is 240 students. So that's like our A value. We also know that the nurse is telling us that the number of students with the virus is increasing by 25% every week. So we have exponential growth. So that would be 1 plus 0.25. And we know that it's increasing by 25% every week. So again, we're letting x be the number of weeks since the start of the epidemic. So x is our exponent. And we want to find out the number of students infected with the virus when that is 1,600 students. So we're going to let 1,600 be equal to 240 times 1 plus 0.25 to the x. So now all we have to do is find out how many weeks or what x gives us an output of 1,600 infected students. So at this point we've set up our equation and we need to solve for x. One thing to notice is that because our unknown x is in the exponent, that is a hint, or that is telling us that we're going to have to use logs to solve this problem. So let's go ahead and solve for x. The first thing we're going to do is divide both sides by 240. 1,600 divided by 240 is approximately 6.6 repeating, or it is 6.6 repeating. 6.6 repeating is equal to 1.25 to the x power. Notice that I just simplified 1 plus 0.25 as 1.25, and I just took away the parentheses. Now we are going to use logs, so we're going to take the log of both sides. So log of 6.6 repeating is equal to x log of 1.25. Now I use the property that when you take the log of something raised to a power, you can put the power out front of the log, or out in the front of the log. Now I'm going to divide both sides by log of 1.25. And when I do that, I find that x is equal to approximately 8.5. Now, in the context of the problem, what does 8.5 represent? Well, we said that x is the number of weeks since the start of the epidemic. So since x is equal to 8.5, that tells us that it's going to take 8.5 weeks for there to be approximately 1,600 students infected with the virus. So therefore, we've answered this question. 8.5 is equal to x. So we know it's going to take 8.5 weeks for the virus to spread to each student here at Senior High School. Thank you for your attention.